On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Satellite.
An electronic device that is sent up into space and moves around the Earth or another planet, used for gathering information or communicating by radio, television, etc.
Examples:
a GPS satellite, a meteorological satellite. Launching an artificial satellite contributed to the technological development of our country.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples:
scan the face of a man, scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience.
Wavelength.
The distance between 2 points in the same phase in consecutive cycles of a wave.
Examples:
wavelength of light, long wavelength laser. White color is made up of many different wavelengths of light.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Spectral.
Relating to or having the properties of a spectrum, equals an ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split, relating to a ghost or apparition.
Examples:
2 spectral bands. Spectral colors. The spectral analysis revealed unexpected details about the composition of the planet's atmosphere.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
carbon dioxide, carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
silver oxide, combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Baffle.
To bewilder or perplex someone completely and to be unable to understand or explain something.
Examples:
baffle his plan. Baffle outside noises. The paradox baffled most philosophers.
Unexpected.
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
an unexpected visitor. Some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Hue.
The quality of a color as determined by its dominant wavelength.
Examples:
The hues of a rainbow. Hue change. To achieve a warmer hue, add orange paint.
Vary.
To become different in terms of size, shape, etc.
Examples:
Vary according to the age. Vary directly with the price. Maximum heart rates vary a lot for each individual.
Intensify.
To increase or make something increase in extent or strength.
Examples:
Intensify diplomatic efforts. Intensify a good relationship. Rebels have pledged to intensify the armed struggle against the dictatorship.
Sunlight.
The light emitted by the sun, the rays of the sun.
Examples:
A glare of sunlight. Indirect sunlight. Radiation from sunlight has a different wavelength.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Correspond.
To match or be similar to something else almost exactly, to exchange messages.
Examples:
Correspond to a standard. Correspond with a foreign student. The numbers on the sign correspond to points on the map.
Dense.
Containing a large number of people or something with little space between them.
Examples:
Nutrient-dense foods. Dense forests. The entire mountain is covered in dense rainforest.
Human-made.
Created or produced by humans, artificial.
Examples:
Human-made climate change. The worst human-made disaster. The bridge is a human-made structure and was built to span the river.
Emanate.
To emit, send out something, to express a quality or feeling.
Examples:
Emanate light. Emanate happiness. The fragrance of flowers emanated from the garden.
Basin.
A natural depression or valley that is circular or oval on the surface of the earth, especially one that has water in it. A container with a bowl form that is typically used to hold food or liquids.
Examples:
Inland basin. The basin of the Great Salt Lake. Many of the lakes and marshes in the basin are mildly salty.
Evergreen.
Of plants, retaining its leaves or foliage throughout the year, figuratively, enduring, perennial, or constant.
Examples:
Evergreen classic. Evergreen shrub. The evergreen trees in the forest stay green all year round.
Cropland.
Land used for growing crops, typically for agricultural purposes.
Examples:
Cropland management. Irrigated cropland. The government has set aside a large area of cropland for agricultural research.
Ablaze.
On fire, burning brightly.
Examples:
Sky ablaze with stars. Ablaze with passion. The building was ablaze with fire.
Photosynthesis.
The process through which plants and other organisms transform light energy into chemical energy, which is then released through cellular respiration to power the organism's activities.
Examples:
Oxygenic photosynthesis. Process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide to feed themselves.
Mystery.
Something difficult to understand or explain, a secret or enigmatic quality that adds to the fascination or interest of something. A genre of fiction that involves the solution of a crime or a puzzle.
Examples:
Mystery novel. Unsolved mystery. The mystery surrounding the disappearance of the traveler has yet to be solved by authorities.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Chloroplast.
A type of membrane-bound organelle that conducts photosynthesis in plant and algal cells.
Examples:
Chloroplast DNA. Chloroplast protein. Chloroplast membranes are extremely vulnerable to damage by oxygen radicals produced as a byproduct of photochemistry.
Chlorophyll.
Any of a group of green pigments found in photosynthetic organisms.
Examples:
Chlorophyll pigment. Bacterial chlorophyll. Chlorophyll utilizes sunlight to create sugars.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Small molecules. Molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Electron.
A tiny particle with a negative electrical charge.
Examples:
Flow of electrons. Beam of electrons. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Conversion.
The act or process of changing something from one thing to another, the state of being changed.
Examples:
Conversion rate. Conversion therapy. The developer's conversion of the old factory into a modern loft apartment complex was a major success.
Glucose.
A type of sugar that is found in plants, especially fruit, and is an essential energy source in living things.
Examples:
Blood glucose test. Glucose level. The doctor injected glucose into his patient's veins.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Byproduct.
A secondary or incidental product produced in the manufacture or synthesis of something else.
Examples:
Toxic byproducts. Byproduct of technology. The byproduct of the energy production process is a large amount of carbon dioxide emissions.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
A constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Algae.
A simple plant that grows in or near water and lacks typical leaves and roots.
Examples:
Algae biofuel. Blue algae. Algae has jammed the inlet to the water turbine. Bacteria. Single-celled or non-cellular spherical or spiral or rod-shaped organisms that exist in large numbers in the air, water, and soil, and also in living and dead creatures and plants, and are often a cause of disease. Examples: pathogenic bacteria. Harmless bacteria. Bacteria prevalent in hospitals are often resistant to antibiotics. Oxygen. The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live. Examples: the hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask. Regularly. At regular intervals or times. Examples: regularly arranged. Post regularly to a blog. This site regularly shares high-quality academic materials. Consume. To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount. Examples: consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel. Instance. A particular example or single occurrence of something. Examples: for instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change. Exposed. Having no protection or shield from something, such as bad weather, attack, or criticism. Examples: exposed to radiation. An exposed rock. Tech companies often employ exposed ducts and other materials in their office interiors. Excess. An amount or quantity beyond what is acceptable, expected, or reasonable. Examples: lose excess weight. An excess of exports. The road of access leads to the palace of wisdom. Dam. A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy. Examples: dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley. Machinery. A group of large machines or the components of a machine that make it work, social institution functions or structure for doing something. Examples: heavy machinery. Inactive machinery. The machinery of audit formally issued a business improvement order.
Dissipate.
To disperse or scatter widely.
Examples:
Dissipate heat. Dissipate stress. The fog dissipated, and the air cleared up.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Radiate.
To spread out or emit something, such as light or heat, in all directions.
Examples:
Radiate an aura. Radiate in all directions. Roads radiate from the famous building in the center of the city.
Fluorescence.
The property of certain substances to absorb light at one wavelength and emit light at a longer wavelength, often producing a visible glow or color change. The visible light or color change resulting from this process.
Examples:
Fluorescence microscopy. Fluorescence labeling. The fluorescence of the green dye made it easy to see the bacteria under the microscope.
Emit.
To give off or send out something such as light, heat, sound, gas, etc.
Examples:
Emit a gamma ray. Emit air pollution. During the unloading, the container box emits a clicking sound.
Spectrum.
An ordered array of colors into which a light beam can be split.
Examples:
A broad spectrum of opinion. Infrared spectrum. This device displayed the speech spectrum spectrographically.
Fluoresce.
To emit visible light when exposed to certain sources of radiation, such as ultraviolet light, to glow or shine brightly.
Examples:
Fluoresce yellow. Fluoresce in the dark. The minerals in the rock fluoresce brightly under UV light.
Glow.
To give out a steady, strong light.
Examples:
Glow a pale orange. Glow golden the light. The sun was setting, and the sky glowed with beautiful colors.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Accidental.
Happening or existing by chance or unintentionally.
Examples:
Accidental death. Cover accidental damage. This system prevents accidental deletion of data.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Breakthrough.
A sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development that helps to improve a situation or provide an answer to a problem.
Examples:
Breakthrough in the negotiations. Breakthrough discovery. A technique called deep learning has led to breakthroughs in AI.
Monitor.
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
Monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Foliage.
The leaves of a plant or tree, especially in large quantities or as seen from a distance, natural greenery, often used for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Colorful foliage. Autumn foliage. The vibrant foliage on the vines made the winery look even more beautiful.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Indicate.
To show, point out, or make known something, often through a sign or a symbol, to suggest or imply something without stating it directly.
Examples:
Indicate a preference. Indicate an error. The data indicates that the company's profits have steadily increased over the past quarter.
Unreliable.
Not able to be trusted or depended on.
Examples:
Prove unreliable. Unreliable source of information. By incorrect assumption, statistics can be notoriously unreliable.
Contrast.
To put in opposition, to show or emphasize differences.
Examples:
Contrast with a decade ago. Contrast two things. It's intriguing to compare and contrast the two authors. To form an opinion or conclude that something is true based on existing facts.
Examples:
Infer quality from price. Infer the possibility. Animal desire and preference are always inferred from their behavior.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Visible.
Capable of being seen or open to easy view.
Examples:
Visible stars. Visible by X-ray. My home is easily visible from the shore.
Phytoplankton.
Tiny little plants that float on the surface of the water and on which sea creatures feed.
Examples:
Marine phytoplankton. Phytoplankton blooms. She studies the relationship between marine creatures' toxicity and the phytoplankton they feed on.
Bloom.
A flower, especially one having showy or colorful parts, the best time of youth.
Examples:
Bloom in autumn. Black and white blooms. The cherry blossoms in the park were in full bloom.
Drought.
A long period of time during which there is very little or no rain, leading to a shortage of water and often causing damage to crops and other vegetation.
Examples:
Periods of drought. Drought conditions. The region has been experiencing a severe drought, leading to water shortages and crop failures.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc., to establish the truth.
Examples:
Investigate the matter. Investigate a data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.
Gauge.
An instrument for measuring and displaying the amount, level, or contents of something. Verb, to judge tentatively or form an estimate of something.
Examples:
Pressure gauge. Take the gauge of a situation. We use various precision gauges in the manufacturing process of machinery.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
Silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.